United lost against Arsenal, the first Premier League match of the season. Is this the same old story all over again? Is it the beginning of another disastrous season? Or could it actually be a sign that something big, something exciting is coming? To answer that, let's dive in. But before we do, hit that subscribe button. We'll be here with you all season, breaking it down. And if you're comfortable, drop a like as well. All right, let's analyze. Now, we don't really need to talk about the goalkeeping error. That mistake completely affected the outcome of the game. No debate. United need a new keeper, and honestly, they needed one even before the season started. So let's leave that aside. What I really want to focus on today is the tactical approach and some jaw-dropping individual performances that honestly caught me off guard. We saw glimpses, elegant, unexpected dribbles, intelligent diagonal runs from United's new boys, Cunha and Mbuemo. And you could even make a case for improvement from the old guard, Mount and Dorgu. So where does that take United this season? That's the big question. Let's start with the tactical overview. Personally, I appreciate what Amorim did with the starting lineup. He didn't throw Sesko straight into the fire only days after signing, even though United fans were begging to see him. And the decision to play Dalot over Ahmad? Risky but understandable, especially against a stable side like Arsenal. Now, my main concern going in was the midfield battle. Honestly, I expected Arsenal to dominate, with Zubimendi, one of the most technical sixes in world football these past few years. Alongside Declan Rice and Odegaard, that's a heavyweight trio. United, on the other hand, went with Casemiro and Bruno as the two recognized midfielders. And I'll be real with you, I feared that gap. Casemiro is no longer at his peak, and I was worried he'd cost the game, just like he did against Liverpool in last year's opening matches. That game killed momentum, and eventually, cost Ten Hag his job. And Bruno playing out of position? That's always dangerous. Remember, United were hunting for a solid press-resistant midfielder, like Baliba from Brighton. But since no reinforcement arrived, Amorim tried a small tactical tweak instead. And honestly, it worked. From the lineup, we saw Mbuemo, Cunha, and Mount as the front three. But here's the trick. There was no pure number 9. That made them fluid, dynamic, constantly swapping positions. And it worked last season, even against strong defenses in Europe. Against Arsenal, Mount and Cunha often took turns leading the line. But instead of wrestling with Saliba and Gabriel, two tanks, they dropped deeper. They joined the midfield. Mount especially, dropping next to Casemiro and Bruno, created a 3 versus 3 in the middle. That balance was huge. And when Cunha and Mbuemo pushed up, it stretched Arsenal's backline. Saliba and Gabriel couldn't lock them down. We saw beautiful flows of play, Mount picking the ball, threading passes to the wing-backs, or slicing vertical balls into space from Mbuemo and Cunha. That half-space movement was deadly. And if these two continue building chemistry, they could become a nightmare for Premier League defenders. They proved it already against one of the toughest center-back partnerships, Gabriel and Saliba. Defensively, United looked solid as well. They weren't going man-to-man, they defended zonally. And that really suited players like Casemiro. The only real one-on-one duel was between Arsenal's new striker, Gyökeres, and De Ligt. And honestly, De Ligt pocketed him, owned him, like it was a father-son training session in the backyard. So, in short, despite the loss, this game gave me real excitement for what's coming next. United face Fulham soon, and I'm curious, will these glimpses turn into something big? Until we meet again, cheers.